Hello dear students, today we will study about harmonic oscillator. The simplest example of a harmonic oscillator is a fixed rigid support, spring, a mass tied to it. So this is the simplest harmonic oscillator, and if we expand this spring through displacement x, then restoring force will be acting in this direction opposite to x. So in harmonic oscillator we know that restoring force is directly proportional to displacement produced in the spring, and it is equal to minus kx. Minus sign due to the fact that f and x are oppositely directed, where k is called the force constant or spring constant. The relationship between force and potential energy is given by as we know that force can be written as negative gradient of potential energy. So here we represented the potential energy. So dV it is equal to minus f dx. Substituting the value of f from equation number 1, so it will be kx dx. So total potential energy can be obtained as integration of the small potential energy dV 0 to x kx dx. K comes outside the integral sign being as constant power 1, so its integration will be x raised to power 2 by 2, so it will be k. Upper limit substitution, then substitute the lower limit, so potential energy will be equal to half kx square. So this is the potential energy. We mark it using equation number 2. So the plot between V and X is as, if we plot, this is the V, this is positive x, this is negative x. The plot is like this. This is parabolic in nature. Positive x stands for right extreme and negative x-axis left extreme. So if we are to solve this equation both classically and quantum mechanically, firstly we try to deal with the conditions of harmonic oscillator from classical point of view. So according to Newton law, F is equal to ma. So A can be written as double derivative of displacement. So this is equation number 3. So from equation number 1 and 3 we can write this is equal to minus kx. So it will be minus k upon mx plus k upon mx. So if we put root k upon m, it is equal to omega. So the equation will reduce to omega square x equal to 0, and its solution is given by we mark this as a 4 number equation. Its solution is given by, it will be having a solution of the form x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. So this is equation number 5, where a is the amplitude, phi is the phase angle, and this equation is the equation of simple harmonic motion. So body will execute SHM about the mean position classically. So if we deal with the harmonic oscillator problem, then the conclusion is that body will be executing simple harmonic motion about the mean position, and the total energy of the particle can be obtained as at any time total energy will be equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy, but at extreme position, if we take capital A is the maximum displacement as we have taken in equation number 5, plus A for positive extreme and minus A for negative extreme, and the body will be executing between these two extremes like this. So at the extreme position, body is at rest, so kinetic energy at extreme position will be 0, so body will be having only potential energy, so total energy will be equal to potential energy at extreme position. So if we substitute in equation number 2 the formula for potential energy, it is half k x square, it is plus minus a square, so total energy it will be half k a square. So this is the formula for total energy, and we mark this as equation number 6. So this is how we tackle the simple harmonic oscillator problem classically. What we have found, it will execute simple harmonic motion with the total energy half k a square and potential energy half k x square, and its solution is given by x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. So now we try to deal with the same problem quantum mechanically. So from quantum mechanics view, according to Schrödinger wave equation, we will solve Schrödinger wave equation in quantum mechanics. And for harmonic oscillator, as we have proved, potential energy is half k x square, and if we substitute this in above equation, we will get and as we know, under root k upon m it is equal to omega, so k upon m is equal to omega square, so k is equal to m omega square. So if we are to solve this, So simplifying the equation, it is 2me upon h cut square minus 2 cancels, so it will be m square omega square h cut square upon into x square psi, it will be 0. So if we mark this as equation number 7, so put root 2me upon h cut square, it is equal to alpha and m omega upon h cut equal to beta. We mark this as equation number 8. So equation will reduce to alpha minus beta square x square psi, it is equal to 0. We mark this as equation number 9. So if we put q is equal to root beta x, so we are to find this value. For that we need d psi by dx, it is equal to d psi by dq into dq by dx. So as q is equal to root beta x, so dq by dx, it is equal to square root of beta. So it is d psi by dq into square root of beta, or d psi by dx, it is equal to under root beta d psi by dq. Now take its double derivative, d2 psi upon dx2, it is d by dx of d psi by dx, it is d upon dq d psi by dx dq by dx. Substituting all the values from here, d psi by dx, it is root beta d psi by dq. This value is root beta from here, so root beta, it is beta d2 psi by dq2. We mark this as equation number 10. 9, yes, 10. From you can mark this as 10, this as 11. So 9, 10 and 11. From 9, 10 and 11, so we will be having beta d2 psi by dq2 plus alpha minus beta square x square. X is from 10 q by beta, q square by beta, it is psi is equal to 0. So if we substitute, cancel the terms, it will be alpha minus beta q square d2 psi by dq2 divide by beta. So this equation will take the form like this. We mark this by equation number 12. So now this is a polynomial equation, so we will find its asymptotic solution. Q square is much greater than alpha by beta, so we can ignore this term in equation number 12. So we will be having a minus sign here, and its solution is given by psi is equal to e plus minus q square by 2. So we mark this as equation number 13. So as q tends to infinity, then the solution with the positive term it will again tend to infinity, so it is not acceptable solution. So we are left with only one solution. We are only left with this solution, which is the acceptable one. So we mark this as equation number 14. But as we have taken the asymptotic solution, so the complete general solution for equation number 12, the complete general solution for equation number 12, it will be of the form like HQ e raised to power minus q square by 2. We mark this as equation number 15, and where HQ is a Hermite polynomial, where HQ is a Hermite polynomial. So now we solve for this complete solution. So if we look at the equation number 12, we need d2 psi by dq2, we need this term. So to find this, firstly we take derivative of equation number 15 with q. So it is h e raised to power minus q square by 2. H is a function of q. So first function as such, derivative of the second term, second term as such, derivative of the first term. So now we take the derivative exponential as such, and now its derivative minus 1 by 2 into 2q plus e raised to power q square by 2 dh by dq. So it will be minus qh e raised to power minus q square by 2 plus q square by 2 dh by dq. So this is the first derivative, but now we need the second derivative as well to substitute it in equation number 12. So for second derivative, for the second derivative, for the second derivative, minus sign I take common, we take the derivative of this term. So it is d by dq of q h e raised to power minus q square by 2 plus derivative of e raised to power q square by 2 dh by dq. It is minus, we have to take the derivative of this h e raised to power minus q square by 2 as such, curly dq by dq, derivative of the first function, then two terms as such, derivative of the third term, qh as such, derivative of the this, plus q square by 2 d2h by dq2 dh by dq q square by 2. So if we are to solve this, d2 psi by dq2, it is equal to h e raised to power minus q square by 2, e raised to power minus q square by 2 dh by dq, qh e raised to power minus q square by 2 into minus q we have solved in the first part as well. So here we can write it directly, plus e raised to power minus q square by 2 d2h by dq2 plus dh by dq e raised to power minus q square by 2 minus q. Here again we have written it directly. So now we are to take e raised to power minus q square by 2 common. So first term is minus h minus q dh by dq, it is plus q square h d2h by dq2 minus q dh by dq. So when we solve this, d2h by dq2 minus 2q dh by dq plus q square h minus h, and we mark this as equation number 16. So from 16, 15 and 12, so from 12, 15 and 16, if we substitute all the terms, q square by 2 d2h by dq2 2q dh by dq q square h minus h plus alpha by beta minus q square h e raised to power q square by 2, it is equal to 0. So this will cancel out here. So we are left with d2h by dq2 minus 2q dh by dq q square h minus h plus alpha by beta h minus q square h, it is equal to 0. This term cancels out. d2h by dq2 2q dh by dq plus alpha by beta minus 1h, it is equal to 0. So this is the Hermite polynomial equation. It has a acceptable solution only if alpha over beta it is equal to 2n plus 1, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. So value of alpha and beta can be chosen from the equations we have written. By equation number 8. So if we substitute the equation number 8 here, 2me upon h cut square m omega by h cut square, it is equal to 2n plus 1, h cut square cancels out, so m cancels out, so it is 2e upon omega. Is it h cut square in both of the terms? Let me check. No, here it is no square in the denominator, so here 1 h cut will remain, so it is h cut omega 2n plus 1, so e is equal to h cut omega by 2 2n plus 1. So this is the solution, and we mark this by equation number 17. and if we substitute the various values of n for n is equal to 0, E0 it will be equal to h cut omega by 2. It is called zero point energy, the minimum energy. So the harmonic oscillator cannot have zero energy. Its minimum energy is half h cut omega. It is called zero point energy. For n is equal to 1, E1 it is equal to 3 h cut omega by 2. For n is equal to 2, E2 it is equal to 5 h cut omega by 2. And for n is equal to 3, E3 it is equal to 7 h cut omega by 2, and so on. So this is that harmonic oscillator cannot have any arbitrary energy. It can have only well defined energies. Harmonic oscillator cannot have any arbitrary value of energy, rather it can have well defined energies. And if you look at the energies, all the energy levels are equally spaced. All the energy levels are equally spaced, and minimum energy is not zero, it is half h cut omega, and it is called zero point energy of the harmonic oscillator. So dear students, it completes today's lecture. Keep in touch for next lectures. Thanks a lot.